Let us look at switch case. This is a branch and control statement. It is just like a switchboard at home. Whichever thing you want to put on, you have to press that switch on. So it is just like that. So this is the construct of switch case statement. Switch, here you can write something, an expression or a variable, anything, but you can mention either integer type or character type variable or an expression. And for the different values of this expression, you can mention various cases. So I have example mention case 1 and case 2, and there is a space. Mostly people do mistake here, they don't give a space here. So they face a problem. It will not be a syntax error, but it works, but doesn't give the result. Then colon, followed by that you can write what all you want under this case. Then break, then case and break. And default is optional. So if the cases are not mentioned, for the other cases you can mention default. Let us see how it works. The value of this expression, if it is 1, then this case is execute and break, it will come out here. If the value of this expression is 2, then it will directly jump to case 2 and it will execute this statement and break and come out here. If you mention the value as 9 or 3 or any other number apart from 1 and 2, it will jump on to default, and at the end there is nothing, so it will come out of switch. So one important thing is, if you don't give this break, then if the value of the expression is 1, then it will execute case 1, followed by that it will execute case 2 also, then break, and it will come out. So it will execute both the cases. So for every case, you have to mention a break. If you don't need it, then you can skip it. So you should know clearly whether you need it or not. Otherwise, you make it as mandatory. Next thing, what all the cases you want, you can mention, and if you don't want default, you can avoid it, and you can write on default anywhere. It's optional. If it is written anywhere else, then you should have break followed by that. Now next thing, if it is integer type, then I can write cases as 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it is character type, then I can use cases like this: A in quotes, B in quotes. So if the value of character is A, then this will execute, B, then this will execute, and so on. So I can even use character labels also. So actually these are called as labels. So you can use labels in the form of characters also. Where this switch case is useful? Mostly it is useful for writing menu-driven program. For example, if I take the example of Notepad, in Notepad we will have the menu that is file. And in that file, the options will be there like new, open, save, save as. Now for each I can mention some code behind this one. If this is click, let us say it is 1. If this is click, let us say it is 2, then 3, then 4. So for depending on the value that is clicked, we can execute that particular case. If the case is 1 or case is 2, we cannot give strings here. You cannot write new in quotes here. So you have to use numbers or alphabets. So we can assign some codes to this. If this is clicked, do this work. If this is clicked, then do this work. So for every menu option, I can define the cases, and even inside a case, I can have again switch also. So you can have nested switch also. Like for file menu, one case, in that case again switch. If 1 is pressed, then new, 2 is pressed, then open. Like that we can mention the case. So menus are designed using switch cases. When we do that type of programming, we will see that. Let us look at an example using switch case. I will write a program to take a day number and display day name. Main, here I will take a variable day and cout, enter day number, cin day, switch. See, whatever the value is given, based on that day, in case if it is 1, then cout Monday and break. Then case 2, cout Tuesday and then give break. Goes on. Default, If it is any other value, like other than 1 to 7, days will be there. Other than that, we can say cout invalid day. Close. End of a program. So this program will take a day number and it will display the name of a day, whether it is Monday or Tuesday or so on. That's all about switch case. You can type this program by yourself and you can test it on your machine, because simultaneously practice is more important. Practice will make you perfect on C++. So practice this one, and the next video is on the program, sample program.